9 months ago, I got my heart broken. And it's not that I've sworn off dating since then. I've just had zero desire to go on dates. Until now. I am so mad at myself. You're cute. Not flowing. Yeah, that was fun. I don't have time for this. What do I wear to my date? I'm headed on a date with Mustache Man. I'm bringing Asian pears because we're going on a picnic and he should be in here. I'm nervous. He should be here any minute. I'm excited. This is gonna be fun. This is a guy I met off Hinge. Never seen him in real life before. It'll be a fun time. We went to the grocery store, picked up some snacks, and then went to a park and played We're Not Really Strangers and talked. And honestly, it was awesome. He did watch my video. So it is possible that some of the guys that I am going on dates with during the month of my challenge will watch this video before they go on a date with me. My favorite moment of this date was probably when we were playing We're Not Really Strangers. I just felt like we were both really present. When I got home, I felt excited. I would say it was a success. This is my outfit. Honestly, you guys, the outfits part of going on dates makes me really anxious because I don't really love the clothes that I own, but it's what I have to work with. I'm doing the best I can, and they're going on a date with me, not the clothes I'm wearing, but I do want the clothes to make a good impression of me. I don't know this man, so if he doesn't like my outfit, who cares? We don't have to see each other again. We ended up just going on a walk, and low-key it was like pitch black during this walk. And funnily enough, the location was the exact same park that I went on for my first date. My favorite moment from the date, honestly, it was just one big long conversation. Like, our conversation flowed really well. We really just jumped right into all the deep stuff and didn't really talk about any of the shallow stuff, which is nice, but it's also like I don't really know some of the basic things about him. I think that's part of the reason I was like, oh, I'd want to get to know him better. When I got home, I felt neutral. What would I give this date a rating out of 10? I think I'd give it a solid 5, smack in the middle. I'm curious. There are things I want to say that I don't know if I can say because I know people are going to watch this video, but I'm just going to say it. I already know that I'm not interested in going on another romantic date with Jericho. This might be the first date that I have to say that. Part of me wants to make excuses about, I just got back into dating, which is true, but I could just be honest. I told you guys that he asked me out in person. This is the only guy so far that's done that. I'm really glad that he asked me out, and I think it was a good experience for both of us. We went to Zupa's for dinner, and then we went ice skating, and it was fun just to get to talk and get to know him better. And our conversation level, honestly, I'd put it at okay. The deepest part of our conversation was in the very last 5 minutes of the date. I think my favorite moment of the date was honestly at the end when I didn't have to say, I told you guys I was nervous I was gonna have to be like, no second date. We kind of had this conversation that was the most honest, that was just kind of talking about where we both were at with dating, because he asked me what I was doing this week, and I took out of your book and I said, I'm working on my videos, but I also have some other dates. That just opened this conversation about dating and about honesty in dating. We left, I think, probably both feeling good, having had a good time getting to know each other and having good conversation, and that was good. It was good to end it there. When I got home, I felt really
yeah, the first thing you said was like, thank goodness.
It just isn't fun to be in that position, to have to like say that to somebody. So I'm glad that we just were both understanding each other. My overall rating for this date, I think I'm gonna say 3 out of 10. I'm gonna just gut check these. The activity was super fun. The food was great. Like it was a good time. But just based on how I feel, I will not think about this again. I honestly have really been liking my Hinge dates. I have no preconception of the person before I actually go on the date. And there's just something kind of nice about meeting a stranger and just having a conversation and getting to know somebody completely new that you've never met before. I am so mad at myself. So low-key, I got in the car and I was like, this isn't it.
Like, From the second you got in the car?
I just knew that he's not my person, you know? It was a great experience. Like, we had a great date.
Yeah.
It was fun. But I just was like, yeah, no, not my man. Dang it! Why did I didn't prepare myself because from yesterday, I didn't think he was gonna have, and I felt like he was.
It always comes when you least expect it.
And I'm like, I'm pretty busy next week, but how about the next week? I'm like,
Wow, you even talked like that? Dang.
I might have to text him. Dang it. Went to In-N-Out. I ordered a hamburger, protein style, no sauce with mustard. We didn't end up going to the same park that I thought we were gonna go to. We went to a different park and just put a picnic blanket out and talked and ate our burgers and then talked and then left. Our conversation level, I'd fill it in 2 bars. Like, I think it was better than yesterday's date, but not as good as Mustache Man or Edward. He asked me the question, in what ways are you guys similar, in what ways are you different? And no one's ever asked me that question about us before, which I thought was really interesting. And when I got home, I felt frustrated at myself because I wasn't honest. That's the recap. I don't know how, but we made it. This is the last day of the week. I was talking about our plan and my roommate Maddie was like, you're not looking forward to this date, are you? And I was like kind of coming up with excuses and being like, nah, it's gonna be great. I'm not looking forward to this date very much. I don't necessarily know why. I think in our texting with this guy, our vibes are a little bit off. And I'm honestly maybe like getting a little bit burnt out of going on this many dates this quickly, but it'll be fine once I actually go on the date, I think. I'll have a good time. Who knows? Maybe this will end up being my husband. People always don't want to like go on the date or don't want to do the thing with somebody who ends up being their husband. So who knows? Who knows? Out of all the dates I've been on, I think this one I'm the most conflicted about. When he said fishing for an activity, I was kind of expecting him to be like country. Definitely not country. As soon as we said hi and like gave each other a hug, got in the car, I could tell that this guy was very jokey. And sometimes that's like really intimidating to me because I don't consider myself to be the funniest person, and sometimes with certain humors I have a hard time keeping up and it just makes me anxious. And so what I look for in a relationship is somebody that I can joke around with and have fun with but not feel like I'm slow. And he was like, you've been kind of sarcastic and you've been like saying jokes on this date. And I'm like, I've been trying. Like, it's taken effort. So it was just good to contrast that and be like, how does this make me feel in comparison to all the other guys that I've been going on dates with? And do I fit with this person? I would say the conversation level was in the middle. Favorite moment, we were joking and talking, but then we ended up getting into some really deep topics. That was probably my favorite moment. I'm sensing a theme because that's when I really can connect with people, is when we do talk about real things. Gut check rating is a 6 out of 10. I don't know why. I think this guy was attractive to me. I saw him, gave him a hug, and I was like, wait, okay, like, you're cute. Curly brown hair, tall. I could tell, like, we gave each other a hug at the beginning. I'm like, you work out, okay? Like, I like that. I think that also helps is, like, the physical attraction. It has been with other people, but with him, it was very, like, I'm attracted to you. Even if I don't know to what extent, like, I feel a little pull here physically, which is really nice. This is the first time that I'm bringing up attractiveness, I think, in this whole video. So that's interesting. I'm glad I went on this date. I've got a date in like 3 minutes. I still have to brush my teeth and do a couple things, but I'm excited. We're not doing our activity that we planned, which was to make white chicken chili. I have no expectations. Hopefully it's a good time though. Nope. No. We couldn't talk to each other very well. Our conversation is not flowing. Like, I'm not comfortable around this guy. So, white chicken chili and I will not be making white chicken chili. And honestly, during the day, I was like, I'm kind of glad that we didn't do white chicken chili because that would have been more time spent with him. And I'm like, okay. See ya. We ended up just driving to a gas station, getting some sodas. I got a large with half and half soda water and some Fresca. And then we just walked around a neighborhood for half an hour. This was the worst conversation level that I've had out of all of my dates so far. And I already know that that's an immediate deal breaker for me. I don't care what other traits you have that I want. If we don't connect that way, this isn't gonna work. As soon as I knew that, I was like, yeah. All right. My favorite moment was getting sparkling water because I've been craving that all day long. And then when I got home, I just felt decisive about my feelings. And gut check rating is a 2 out of 10 for this date. Out of all the activities I've done so far, I think this is what I'm honestly most excited about. I love grocery shopping, and to see somebody in that context and like do it with them, I think will actually teach me a lot about the person. I also don't have a Costco membership, and there's some things that I want to get at Costco, so 2 birds with 1 stone on this one. That was pretty fun. I had a good time. And he bought all of the groceries, and I was saying bye to him, and I was like, wait, like I need to pay you for the egg whites and the Greek yogurt. And he's like, no worries, happy date. And I was like, oh, are you serious? So that's awesome. That was honestly really good. I'm like sweating because I was nervous. Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. For some reason, I was the most nervous for this date. Like, I felt the most anxious. So he picked me up. Then we drove to Costco. We were just talking. My favorite moment was probably when we were talking about, like, my upbringing and my family's, like, I don't know, some of our conversation. We really didn't get deep at all. Our date ended up being, like, less than an hour long, so it was super short, but I had a good time, and this is a guy that I would go on a second date with. I could tell from the first minute that I, like, gave him a hug, I'm like, oh yeah, you're the caliber of guy that I want to be going on dates with. But I don't know if I did myself the best favor by how like nervous I was. And I don't really know why. I don't know why I was nervous. When I got home, I felt curious about him. I feel like we didn't spend enough time together in order for me to like get a grasp of how he was receiving everything that I was saying, how he was meshing and vibing with me. But even just his lifestyle, he says he likes to wake up early, seems like he eats pretty healthy, seems like he works out. Those things are at least in line. And with some of the people I've been on dates with so far, that hasn't been in line. And gut check, I'm gonna give this date a 6.5 out of 10. I'm interested, but I didn't get enough information to make it like, I really want to see him again so bad. I'll keep you posted if he texts me though, because I'm curious. I texted Costco man and let him know that like I was interested in seeing him again, and he didn't respond to me, so I'm guessing he's not interested. But hey, I got some egg whites and Greek yogurt out of it, so it was a fun date, and like if he's not interested, that's totally fine. I had planned on going on a second date with Mustache Man, and I texted him and was like, hey, I haven't forgot about our second date. Is there a time this week that works for you? And he texted me back and was basically like, I'm in a relationship now, like I'm seeing somebody now, but thanks, it was nice getting to know you. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay. Honestly, I think it's for the best. Then there's this guy at my church who was trying to set me up with another guy, and we kept like not being able to find a time that worked for both of us. And then he was finally like, honestly, Riley, I've been starting to go on dates with my friend and we're really hitting it off, and I didn't really expect this, but it's awesome, and I think I want to be seeing her exclusively. And I was like, okay, sick. But it's kind of crazy how fast that's been happening with some of the people on this challenge. Like some people that I went on dates in within a month have already gotten into relationships with other people. It's just funny and it's cool. I'm so happy for these people who are finding their match, and it gives me hope, honestly, that maybe I will find my match. I've been on dates in my life, but this is the first time that I've gone on so many with different people, like in a short amount of time, and it's been a completely different experience from the dating I've done in the past, and something that's taught me a lot about what I'm looking for and my instincts about dating. Those are the updates for now. I gotta go get ready for my date tonight. We're going to Aubergine Kitchen, which is like my favorite restaurant here in Utah, so I'm really excited. I already know what I'm getting. I already looked it up on the menu, and so it's gonna be great. I've been so nervous lately for the last couple of days. I'm like shaking. I don't know anything about this guy, but I'm like nervous.
I think that's a good thing.
Is it? I just got off my date with glasses. I don't really know how I feel, honestly. For the activity, he picked me up, we went to Aubergine, ate dinner. This has actually been my first official dinner date, which is kind of crazy that this whole challenge, I haven't been on a dinner date yet. I'd say our conversation level was 1 point higher than middle of the road. My favorite moment, I asked him about his work, and he gave me kind of this full debrief of his job and like what it would look like, and I really, really appreciated his ambition. He seems very ambitious. When I got home, I felt, how do I feel? What's a word to describe this feeling? I feel fine. My date tonight, glasses, and Costco man, my last date, are kind of giving me the same energy. This is closer to what I'm looking for, but I don't know if there's that mutual, But it was good. I had a good time. Gut check rating is a 5.5 out of 10. Really? Only a 5.5? That's crazy. I thought I don't know. I've been texting this guy. He's already here, so I have to go. I tried on 20 outfits, and I hope this goes well because I've really built this up in my head, and I don't know. Okay, I gotta go. Let's talk about this date. First off, this is the longest date that I've been on this entire challenge. For the activity, he picked me up. We went to a steakhouse for dinner. I like dinner dates because then I really get to sit down and talk to somebody and get to know them and their vibe and everything. He likes me. This guy likes me, and I think he decided that he liked me even before he met me. He did go watch some of my videos when I told him what my name was. We talked about this on our date because I have this thing with giving people my YouTube channel and telling them because I don't want there to be this unmatched understanding there of like they know me better than I know them. And that's something with dating that I've had to kind of navigate for a long time. After dinner, he had a little bit of time until he had a meeting. I could tell that he didn't want to drop me off yet. And honestly, I was having a great time. So I'm like, I'm fine to not go home. Like, let's do something else. And so we went to Smith's, picked up some Post-it notes and pens, and we were just writing like inspirational messages on some sticky notes, and then just walked around the parking lot and put these like inspirational messages on people's cars. I think I'd put our conversation level at pretty middle of the road. We had some good conversations and some good banter, but it wasn't anything crazy like, oh my gosh, we vibed so well talking. It was just like, this is good. My favorite moment of the date was probably us writing on those sticky notes. It felt very spontaneous and fun and something I've never done before on a date, which was really fun. And when I got home, how do I feel right now? Why is it so hard to like understand my own emotions? I feel like this guy saw me and appreciated me. And that's something that I look for in a person. And so I appreciate that he made that clear to me. I think that's one of the most important things in dating is to find somebody who appreciates the things about you that you appreciate about yourself. And that's something that he did well. I'm going to gut check this date a 7.5 out of 10. I thought it was good. Good activity, good time, good vibe. And we are going to go on a second date. I debated whether or not I wanted to talk about this, but I'm going to because I think it makes sense and I want to be honest about this entire experience. Tonight is the first night that I've thought about my ex through this process. There's almost like this piece of me that's mourning the ease that I felt that connection. We hit it off right away. And I knew basically right away that I was interested in him and we just clicked super well. It can be discouraging when I'm about to go on my 10th date and I haven't felt that way about any of these people to the extent that I felt it right away with him. And that's hard to admit to myself that he's what I'm comparing things to. I don't want to do that, but I have to in some sense. I've got to give myself a point of comparison, right? This was a good feeling to have. This was a connection that was strong. And it's like, okay, how are these people that I'm going out with not measuring up to him, but measuring up to my expectations of what a good connection feels like? It felt so easy. And none of these dates I've been on have felt like an easy decision to make. There just isn't that surety there. Like my ex-boyfriend, after I met him, I was like, did I just meet my husband? Like, that's how much of a connection it was. I don't feel that way about any of these guys, and that's okay. Like, I recognize that that's okay. Another thing that I think is important that I've recognized since recording this is that I don't want to put my past relationship on a pedestal when dating gets difficult. Instead of idealizing my past relationship, I just need to recognize the difference and recognize that it's okay if everything doesn't feel exactly the same as that one. And it doesn't make any of these dates or these relationships with other people less. It just makes them different. And that's good in a lot of ways because my past relationship didn't work out. And so there are definitely things that I don't want to repeat. And I just want to be aware of those thoughts and emotions and making sure I'm thinking about it in a good way as I move forward. I wish it was that straightforward, and maybe it will be with the right person. Maybe none of these people that I've been out with are the right person, or maybe I need to give people more chances. Like maybe I need to give myself more chances. I don't know. But I just wanted to be honest about what I've been thinking about tonight, and honest about the way that past relationships play into the decision making when you go back into dating. It's very real. I have moved on from my past relationship. I am not living in the past. I don't think about my ex hardly ever, but I think it is important to recognize the lessons that I learned about what I'm looking for and what a good connection really feels like for me. And I need to use that as a point of comparison, but also give grace and also be open to it feeling and being different with somebody new. This morning I go on a date. What is his nickname gonna be? This morning, I have a breakfast date. It's the last date of this challenge, and the nickname for this guy is going to be Back Muscles because on his profile, he has a picture of his back muscles. I'd be lying if I said that didn't play into my decision to go on a date with this guy. Initially, we were going to go make breakfast at his house, but then he flipped it last night and was like, can I come over to your house? Because I have like lots of roommates. I just wasn't super comfortable with that. I don't really want first dates with a stranger to be at my place. I don't know. It just made me a little uncomfortable. So we're going to go out to a breakfast place, which I feel much better about. It's one I haven't tried before, so I'm really excited and looking forward to it. And we'll see how it goes. I'm going to finish getting ready and then I'll see you when I get back. That was the best date I've been on this week. That was so fun. I had a great time and we mesh very well. Like the best out of any of the people I've been out with this week. On the last one too. We ended up going to this gluten-free breakfast brunch place. We vibe pretty dang well. Also, he gave me a flower, but I'll talk about when he gave that to me later. This is the first of the dates that I've actually met somebody at the location as well. So I just walked there because it's pretty close to my apartment. We ate our food and guys, I can tell that he mentions my eyelashes, which I do get a lot because they're pretty long because I use an eyelash serum. But then he also was like, moved my hair, not being super touchy, but like enough that it was like, I don't know. I like it. Fisherman also kind of did that. As the guy, you have to be confident or else it comes off weird. And it didn't come off weird. It was like a very natural feeling, which is good, which is really, really good. Also, I want to point out that day was 3 hours long. I'm pretty sure that's the longest date I've been on this challenge. We got finished with our food and then we moved to like a couch in the restaurant and kept talking. And then it was kind of like, so when's your next thing? And I was kind of like, I can still hang out if you want to hang out. And he was like, I don't have class till 12. And so we were like, okay, like let's go do something else. So we ended up going on this little hike and it was great and just got more opportunities to talk. He picked me this flower. We took a picture. Good stuff, guys. I've also found that asking the question, do you like Just Dance, is something that I like to ask people because I feel like it tells me a lot about their energy that they give outside of like a date context. It's funny, but if someone's like, no, I would never play Just Dance, like I probably wouldn't vibe with that person. I don't know why that's the question that I feel that way about, but like if I ask somebody and they're like, oh yeah, it tells me that they're a fun person. I think Flannel and Back Muscles both have a similar lifestyle. These names, whatever. I think they have a similar lifestyle to me, so those were things that really stuck out to me. They have similar features, which also makes sense because I like those features. When I got home, I felt relieved. I have a couple of things that are a little bit more niche. For example, I would love to be with somebody who knows how to use a tractor, knows how to do manual labor. It takes a specific upbringing and background to meet somebody who has those skills, and it's just not as easy to find. And I also think I could end up with somebody who doesn't have those skills necessarily, but I would prefer them to have them because in my head, just the man that I'm with knows those things because I'm familiar with them, and I feel like my husband would like understand them even better than me. Who knows? But that's just something that I noticed about this date is that he has those abilities and skills, and that like draws me to someone more if I feel like they're capable. Maybe that's what it really is. It comes down to them seeming capable in my eyes and what the definition of capable is to me, because I think that's going to be different for every single person and what they're looking for is going to be different. He likes dancing, specifically country dancing, and at the end of our date we said bye and he was like, I'll let you know about country dancing if you'd want to go, and I'm like, literally, please, I want to go country dancing with you. I love dancing, so that would be super fun. And I'm just excited. Like, yay. Oh my gosh. Over the last 30 days, I've gone on 10 different dates with 10 different guys. I'm so grateful to all of these guys for them buying me dinner or buying me food or taking me out just on a date in general and taking the time to get to know me. So if you're watching this and you took me on a date, thank you so much. I'm so grateful that I gave myself this challenge because I was afraid. I was afraid of dating. I was afraid of opening myself back up to heartbreak and to just vulnerability. And doing this challenge has put me in the right headspace to be ready to go on these dates and be ready to meet new people. As much as dating sucks, as much as having to be in this position is not fun a lot of the times, I also have learned how fun it can be. Like these dates, going on these dates has been pretty fun. I've enjoyed this experience. I want to continue giving myself dating goals and just maybe adjust a little bit on how many I'm going on. I'll make a whole plan. I'm not exactly sure what that's going to look like moving forward. I'm excited to see where going on these dates leads me, and I'm hoping that it will lead me to my future husband. Not sure how long that's going to take, but I'm willing to walk this road to find him. I'm willing to go on these dates and meet these people so that hopefully eventually the one I go on a date with is my future husband. And maybe after watching this video, you want to go on some dates too. And I encourage you to give yourself a challenge if you think that would be helpful to get back into dating. Hinge is the app I've been using during this whole challenge to meet people, and I highly recommend it. I have really enjoyed my experience using that app. So if you're looking to go on dates and you're not in a position to meet people in the wild super easily, then I recommend Hinge. I try to be as honest and as respectful of people's privacy as I could be. And so I hope that came across, and I hope that, I don't know, I hope that just it was good. I hope you like me. I hope you like the video. I hope it's all good. Okay, I need to edit this now, so I'm gonna let you go. But thank you so much for watching. I make videos all about becoming the best version of myself. I want to help you do the same. So if that's something that resonates with you, make sure you subscribe and stick around. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in my next video.